The 2024 season is over, but thanks to how long F1 seasons are, we don't have long to wait until 2025 gets underway. And because of that, today I am going to be talking about why the 2025 F1 season could be the greatest season in a long time. If you enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button and subscribe for more F1 content. But now, let's get into the video. Number one, there is going to be a lot of rookies on the grid. At the beginning of the 2024 season, there was no rookies on the grid, and in fact, everything was feeling very similar to what we had seen at the end of 2023. This led to things not really feeling fresh and exciting. However, fast forward to the end of 2024 and heading into 2025, there are an incredible number of rookies and young drivers joining the grid, and one of the young rookie drivers is able to be in one of the most prominent seats on the grid, that of course being the Mercedes. The 2025 rookies include Gabriel Bortoleto for the Sauber team, Oliver Bearman for the Haas team. Yep, I am still counting him as a rookie, even though he's done quite a few races now. Jack Doohan for the Alpine team, and most importantly, Kimi Antonelli will be making his highly anticipated debut for the Mercedes F1 team. Alongside this, Lawson will finally be competing in his first full season in Formula 1. Finally, there is also the rumour of Isack Hadjar joining the Racing Bull team, leading to a massive shift in drivers, with 25% of the drivers being rookies, or 30% if you want to include Lawson. This also means that plenty of long-standing F1 drivers have had to make way, such as the likes of Valtteri Bottas and Kevin Magnussen. Potentially also Sergio Perez will also have to leave the sport, but as I'm recording this, that hasn't actually been guaranteed yet. Also, drivers who simply couldn't cut it have left the sport as well, like Zhou Guanyu and also Logan Sargent. Because of this, there is a sense of a fresh feeling for Formula 1, and also a lot of rookies does mean that there is an increased chance of mistakes and incidents, which could lead to more safety cars being used in the 2025 season. Alongside the fresh faces joining F1 in 2025, another reason to be excited about the season is that between the current drivers as well, there has been some huge changes in the lineup, as Lewis Hamilton has finally left the Mercedes family and joined Ferrari. He has been powered by Mercedes ever since he joined the sport with Mclaren in 2007, because of course they were powered by Mercedes then as well. But he's not the only big name moving teams, as Carlos Sainz is having to make way for Lewis Hamilton, and therefore he has left Ferrari and joined the Williams team. Red Bull, it sounds like as well, might be heading for huge changes with their lineup, as Sergio Perez doesn't seem to be a safe option anymore and doesn't seem to be safe in the team, and because of that he might very well be changed before the season gets underway. In the midfield as well, there has been plenty of changes. Esteban Ocon has left the Alpine team and will be joining their closest rivals from 2024, which is the Haas team, and Sauber have Nico Hülkenberg joining the team. This is going to also give a very fresh and exciting feel to F1 for the 2025 season. There is also huge question marks about how some of these new teams are going to get along. With Mercedes, for example, George Russell will now be effective team leader, and he will have the very young and fiery Kimi Antonelli alongside him. Will they get on very well, or will Kimi Antonelli cause problems for George Russell? Will Esteban Ocon finally have a teammate that he gets along with in Oliver Bearman, and how will things go at Ferrari between Lewis Hamilton and the man who has been the team leader since 2019, Charles Leclerc? These are answers that we will only find out when we reach about round 5 in the World Championship. Another reason to be excited about the 2025 season is that the cars themselves are getting closer and closer in terms of performance, as the teams are reaching the limits of what is possible with the current set of regulations. We really saw this start to happen in 2024. At the beginning of the 2024 season, it was feeling like we were going to see a repeat of 2023 with Max Verstappen and Red Bull dominating every single Grand Prix. However, this changed at the Miami Grand Prix when McLaren and Lando Norris took victory. And from there, we were sent on a roller coaster of a season, where Max Verstappen had to try and cling onto his lead that he built up in the opening races. He did manage that, but a large reason why he won the championship was because of the damage he did early on. In 2025, it is looking like it will not be possible for Max Verstappen or any other driver really to be able to dominate those opening rounds and then spend the rest of the season defending the lead. This is because, as we saw in 2024, the cars going into 2025 are likely to be even closer in terms of performance. Because of this, we could see a similar year where 7 drivers win multiple races. If Sergio Perez is forced to have a break and have a Kit Kat as well, then we might even see 8 drivers win multiple races, as Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren and Mercedes will all be in the hunt. We can also see teams like Alpine, who made huge strides towards the front at the end of 2024, continue to close that gap for 2025. We could see them close the gap even further, and we might see a leap forward from teams such as Haas or even Sauber. Sauber did look like they were getting back on track of things at the end of 2024, and it looks like they're finally moving in the right direction, so we should see them close up to the rest of the midfield. This is to say that 2025 could be even closer and even tighter than 2024 was, with the performance of the cars. I just want to say, if you are enjoying the video so far, then would really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe for more F1 content. But now, let's get back to the video. With the cars moving closer together in terms of performance, that means that we should expect to also see a titanic battle for both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship. In 2024, we saw Red Bull have its wings clipped, and they lost the big advantage that they once enjoyed, but that didn't stop Max Verstappen winning the championship early. With the cars now all being incredibly close, I don't think we will see Verstappen or any other driver really be able to win the championship easily. Instead, we are going to be in for a massive fight, which will likely see Verstappen, Norris, Leclerc and Russell potentially fighting for the Drivers' Championship over the course of the year, with of course drivers like Lewis Hamilton and Oscar Piastri potentially being in the chat for winning the championship for a little bit of the season as well. And that's just the Drivers' Championship, but I also expect that the Constructors' Championship will be hotly contested as well. If Red Bull stick with Sergio Perez, then they will not be in the hunt for the Constructors, but I expect Ferrari with Hamilton and Leclerc and McLaren with Norris and Piastri to be putting up a very close fight. Mercedes might also find themselves in the mix for the Constructors' Championship if Kimi Antonelli quickly adapts to the world of F1. Speaking of Kimi Antonelli, he is another reason to be excited for F1 in 2025. I have already mentioned about the rookies joining the grid next year, but Kimi Antonelli is by far the most exciting prospect to join the grid, as he's being hyped up to potentially be the next Max Verstappen in the sport, with incredible speed and pure raw talent. But will he be the only exciting young rookie? Absolutely not, because I also expect drivers like Ollie Bearman and potentially Bortoleto to be massively exciting and a lot of fun to watch out on track as well. So overall, there is a number of reasons to be excited about F1 in 2025. It is also going to be the final season with these ground effect F1 cars, and the final year with these power unit regulations that we've had since 2014. Because in 2026, the cars and power units will be drastically changed. And because of this, I expect that in 2026, we will go back to seeing one team probably dominate the season. Because of that, I hope we all just remember to not get too caught up in who wins, and instead we just enjoy watching F1 teams compete for race wins, race in and race out. Because ultimately, more winners and more people fighting at the front does make it more fun for us the fans. And 2025 could be the last time for a few years we really see a competition at the front. And we got a glimpse of F1 2025 in 2024. And personally, I really enjoyed it. And also, there is one final reason to be excited for F1 in 2025. And that is because, yes, Mr. Pulse is going to be creating more F1 content. But the question is, what are you guys actually excited about for F1 in 2025? In the comment section down below, please do let me know. And as always, comment, leave a like and subscribe for more F1 content. Thank you all so much for watching.